Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, hello, my name is Dani. Welcome to my handbag channel where I love talking about handbags. I talk about luxury handbags, contemporary brand handbags, and any handbags in this world that I may be obsessed about. If you like that kind of content, certainly do subscribe, turn on notifications, and that way you'll be informed every time I upload a video. Today I do have a handbag review for you, and I actually have been doing a little bit of shopping between November and December. I have bought 3 handbags, and yes, it does mean that I have 3 unboxing videos. I'm going to film all of them today, and this is why I am wearing something relatively neutral so that they won't clash with any of the bags that I show you, and it'll make sense when you see the third exciting unboxing. Before I get into the review of today's handbag, for my regular viewers, I note that I have been really irregular on YouTube. There's been so many things that's happened this year. My daughter is getting older, and you know, they just get more school commitments. So I've been like a busier parent. I also had a change in the circumstance of my work arrangements earlier this year. I've had to increase my work hours. Plus the other issue that I've had, you guys know that this place that I'm living in is relatively new. It's a beautiful double brick place, but it is a really old building. And it does mean that internet is somewhat touch and go. Some days I don't even have Wi-Fi and I just rely on data. And some days when Wi-Fi is available, it can take me up to 2 days to upload a video, which drives me absolutely crazy. So all of that with regards to my YouTube channel and the regularity of my uploads, it's kind of all caught up with me towards the middle/end of the year. I know I've promised you an Amsterdam travel vlog, but as I was going to do it, I realized that there was an hour of footage that I had to edit. So that's still in the pipeline. Hopefully that will be ready soonish. But thank you so much for your patience. And without further ado, let's get into my first review. Okay, so the bag that I'm going to reveal to you today, it's not an unboxing because I unboxed it earlier on already. I will overlay a quick footage of the unboxing right now. It is from the brand The Horse. The Horse is an Australian brand, and I paid for this bag with my own money. This video is not sponsored. The Horse has no idea that I'm making this video. I am aware that they are sending out bags to YouTubers or influencers. Now The Horse, if you would like to send me a bag, feel free to get in touch and offer me a bag. I would absolutely love another one. As you can see from the footage, the packaging is absolutely beautiful. Here we have the bag in its dust bag. It does come in a nice cottony drawstring dust bag, and it says The Horse on the front. So you can tell that the bag is quite small, and here it is. Ta-da! How cute is she? One of my other YouTube friends, Isa from Asia, she also bought this bag but in the larger size. So this is the Mini Clementine bag. Oops, I've got it closed wrongly. In any case, Isa got the regular size one. She mentioned in her unboxing that this handbag has been all over TikTok and social media. I'll be honest, it hasn't really been promoted very much to me via social media. I think I first saw it just on an Instagram ad one time, and I was very taken by the shape of it. But other than that, I haven't seen many other YouTubers unbox it. I did have to look it up on YouTube, and there was another influencer who was gifted the bag. I only managed to watch one review of this bag before I purchased it. And at the same time, that review was of the regular size bag. And what drew me to this bag is the fact that, you know, it looks like the Loewe puzzle bag. One that has been on my wish list for a really long time because I absolutely love that slouch that it gives. So yeah, in any case, I will take you through the bag first, and I'll give you the story time and the price, and also some mod shots in a moment. I just remembered that I do have a missing nail. Apologies. These are actually gel nails that I've done for the first time myself, and being a newbie to doing my nails, I didn't buy the gel nail remover at the same time. So while this has been gradually chipping off, I'm waiting for my gel nail remover to come in the mail. So apologies, you're gonna have to put up with this for 3 videos. Okay, so the Mini Clementine, I'll give you some close-ups. So here it is, that's on the front. On the front there is a blind stamp that says The Horse. Okay, nice and subtle. That's it on one side. And it's got this really nice feature where the top handle dangles from. That's it on the other side. And the other side again. It's got this quite nice short top handle. That's the bottom. It's got leather feet. Mine is in the color charcoal, and it comes with light gold hardware. So the thing about the horse is a lot of their bags do come with silver hardware instead of light gold hardware, but this one over here comes with light gold hardware. It does come in a few other colors. So here it is in the tan color, and it also comes in the oat color, which is like an off-white. The leather has a pebble texture, and there is glazing on the edges. In terms of its opening, it's got two flaps that are held together by magnets. So you can see a couple of magnets up there and a couple of magnets down there. Okay, so two flaps, and it opens up just like that. I've got the strap kept on the inside. Okay, so on the inside, on the back, it does have the label that says the horse. On the front side of the bag, there is a slip pocket, and it is lined with a fabric. The fabric feels like cotton to me, and on this side as well, there is a tab over here, and same one on the other side, if I can show you. There it is. So these two tabs. Okay, and this is the strap that it comes with. It's fully detachable. It's got the gold hardware with the really nice sort of D clasp. The D-ring also fully swivels in both directions, which makes it really easy to put the bag on without having to worry that the long strap will get twisted. And it also comes with these press studs and a couple of settings so that you can adjust the length slightly, and you get the same sort of arrangement on the other side. Let's talk dimensions. The length of the bag is 20 centimeters. The height of the bag is 12 centimeters. The depth of the bag is 8.5 centimeters at its widest point at the base. It tapers up the top, and at the top it is about 7 centimeters. The strap drop is between 45 to 55 centimeters. Alright, so in terms of the price, this bag retails for $229.95 in Australian dollars. What I did pay, I paid less than that because I purchased it during, I think, like the Black Friday sales or Cyber Monday, one of those sales, and I paid $188.90 in Australian dollars. So in terms of affordability, that's one of its pros. It is very affordable for what you get. I like how there's this external structure that sort of frames the bag, so it is structured if you try and squeeze it around its border, but it is soft in the middle, which means that it holds more things than it otherwise would. I received the bag before I went away to a trip in Melbourne for a few days, so for that reason I'm actually already able to give you a first impression of this bag today. When I went to Melbourne though, I did not take this strap with me. I took one of my third-party straps that I got from Amazon because it was a broader web strap that was already attached to another bag that I was bringing. So I brought my Loewe Fuster 25, and I always have my Amazon strap on that. So instead of carrying like two straps, I decided just to use the one strap between both the bags. And because this strap is thinner than my Amazon strap, I knew that it would be more comfortable for the activities that I was going to be doing when I was in Melbourne. In terms of the story time reasons why I bought the bag, I realized that what I enjoy doing a lot is carrying a mini bag with me when I travel. When I travel, I carry a larger bag. It might be a big tote bag or a backpack to carry most of my stuff, but I do like carrying a little stylish bag with me as well. And the reason I purchased this bag, so I went and collected a couple more goodies to talk about. So these are not designer handbags, these are my inspired bags. This one is clearly inspired by the Loewe Mini puzzle bag, and this one over here is inspired by the Hermes Mini Lindy bag. Apologies, I haven't arranged them properly for you. I do have a whole video talking about my inspired luxury handbags. I did talk about whether they worked out for me or not. If you're interested in watching that video, I'll link it in the description box below. With regards to these two bags, there are things that I love and hate about them, and let me just go through that quickly. So I really like the look of the puzzle bag. I like the sort of box look of it, but at the same time the zipper opening is really quite small, especially for a tiny bag like this. So I find this bag really good to carry around when I'm running around with my daughter because it's so small. It's really unobstructive when I want to do things with her. I purchased the inspired bag to see whether I want the real thing or not, and I'm glad I did. I'm not going to be paying so many thousands for the real thing. This one is way good enough. I do take it when I take a swimming and things like that, so it does get wet. With regards to this bag over here, which is inspired by the Hermes Mini Lindy, when I was using it, I found that I absolutely love the function of the bag. Number one, like, it's small and it looks really unassuming, but it actually fits so much and it's really easy to use. When I was using it during one of my international travels, the thing that I enjoyed most about this bag was its huge opening. So although the bag is really small, because of how widely it opens, it means that you get all this circulation space over the bag to arrange your things without having to, you know, blindly try and arrange or access your things like in here, because the only thing that fits into the opening is your hand. Especially when the bag is full, the bag is less flexible. It means that you can't quite see what you're doing, and then you gotta rummage and arrange things with your hand inside the bag as well. So it's not as convenient to use as this bag over here. Would I love to buy the original Hermes Lindy? I would love to, but I just don't know when. From a financial point of view, it is not a priority for me at the moment to purchase the real Hermes Mini Lindy. They're like at least $10,000, I think. And anyway, that's a whole different conversation. We won't talk about that today. So I felt that if these two had a baby in terms of its size and like its boxy sort of structure plus its large access, this bag will be born. Oh, that's right. I also really like the top handle that's really short as well. So here we are. This is what drew me to this bag in the first place. I already said that one of the pros was that the price point is really good. I also love how it looks, especially if you love the Loewe puzzle bag look and if you love your bag to have a slouch. I do personally really like a short top handle because it really gives you a lot of purchase on the bag. I like that this strap is adjustable plus detachable, so you can, you know, fancy it up or casual it down. For example, for myself, I used the web strap because it was going to be more comfortable for the things that I was going to do. I like that the branding is very subtle, so it's not so gaudy, not in your face. And I find that if you detach the strap, it looks like a really nice evening bag, doesn't it? It's so cute, so dinky. Yeah, so meaning this bag is really versatile. It can transition from day till night. So lots of pros so far. Now, this is one of the kickers. So the bag opens like this, right? Some people have mentioned that the top handle gets in the way of access to your things, and yes, it's sitting right in the middle of the opening of the bag. What I tend to do, which is the same thing that I do with my inspired Loewe puzzle bag, is I grab the top handle together with the top flap, and that way it gets the top handle out of the way a little bit, and then I open the other side, and then you kind of access your things from the front of the bag. Now let me show you this feature, which I absolutely love. Once you open both the flaps, you can see how the height of the bag is increased. So if we close the flap, the height of the bag is here, and then once you open up the flap, it adds about an inch or 2.5 centimeters to the height of the bag. I love that feature, especially for a mini bag, because it keeps your things just that bit more secure. And that's because if you have a mini bag and the bag is quite shallow already, typically when you open the bag, your stuff is right there. It's just right at the surface. There's a risk of it falling out or potentially someone just snatching something out. Hopefully not, but yeah, there's that risk. When you have this extra height because of these flaps, your stuff is still quite submerged within the bag because of the sudden depth that you've got from these flaps. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Which meant that it gave me the same convenience of the Mini Lindy Jib over here, where I have an opening and then I can just sort of quite easily access my things and arrange things within this confined space, which is still really accessible. Amazing. One pro especially for this as well is at the time when I'm using the things in my bag and I don't close it up straight away, I feel like my things are still quite secure sitting at the bottom of the bag. I found that to be the main pro of this bag compared to some of the other bags that I own. Another pro is that it is fairly lightweight. A lot of you who follow my channel know that I'm very sensitive to weights of bags. I'll be honest, even the weight of this bag when it was filled, after about a full day, I was like, oh, this bag is getting a bit heavy on my shoulder blade. I know I'm like a little complainer. I don't like carrying bags, but I love carrying bags, if you know what I mean. But yes, the bag on its own is very lightweight because the external is leather and the inside is fabric. Moving on to the cons of this bag, there's really not much. One thing though that I would consider a con that I struggled a little bit when I was using it is these two flaps that you've got here. So they are there for extra security. If you think of a box, you have 4 edges to cover. So it's quite similar to that in terms of what these are here for. So if you close up the bag, it means that you don't have a gap on the side for things to slide out of, just like that. But I did find that when I wanted to put things in and out of the bag, especially something like my Louis Vuitton mini pochette, these things did get in the way a little bit. What did I do? I tried to shove them down. And sure, they did work sometimes, but of course they came up again sometimes, and some of my things did get caught on them along the way. I would say that's the only con. I also had hope that the bag would be a bit more capacious. Maybe I am too demanding for mini bags. In any case, I was able to fit in my mini pochette, which was quite full, plus my phone and a card case. So I shoved that all in. It was a tight squeeze in the end because my mini pochette was quite full, but I just went ahead and still persisted and used it just like that. Okay, so quickly to show you what fits. I have my mini pochette over here. This one is currently relatively empty because I've moved the stuff over to another pouch. But putting it in, so I had to slide it in sideways a little bit to get it in. Not really such a big deal. And as you can see, that flap over here has gotten caught on the mini pochette, as opposed to the other side that hasn't gotten caught. If I put it in, push it down all the way to the bottom, you know, it's still caught. So it was up to me whether I felt like adjusting that or not. But I'm currently using my Chloe purse. This is larger than a regular card case. It's a little bit longer. It's got a zippered compartment where I do put my flow over cards. And on this side already it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it has 6 card slots on this side, plus an additional card slot on over there. So it is a bit bigger and bulkier than a regular card holder that only holds like 6 or 7 cards, and I shoved that in too. So yeah, I've had to push it in, and that's what it looks like now. And then on top of that, I put my phone in as well. So mine is the iPhone 13 mini. And yeah, so that's how they all sit in there together. Not bad, but it takes a little bit of work to pull things out. Again, I understand that this is a mini bag, so perhaps my expectations are too high. Now, in terms of how I used it, I know that this is meant to be the front flap that goes down first, but I found that when I was using it, I really enjoyed having the back flap come down first and then the front flap close up the top. So it means that these magnetized buttons are visible from the outside or from the top. Personally, that did not really bother me at all. I just felt like it eliminated one action when I opened up the bag. So if I had the bag closed the right way around with the top flap on top, I'd have to hold the top handle, and because of the weight of the bag, I can't easily reach the top flap. So I'd have to support the base with my other hand, reach for the top flap, and then open up the bottom flap just like that. However, if I had it the other way around, I just have to reach for the front flap, pull it up with one hand, and then with my other hand pull up the back flap. It just eliminates one step. Let me show you again. So with the flaps closed the right way around, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Whereas if I had it the other way around, step 1, step 2, step 3, and boom, I'm open. I'm a lot into movement economy, meaning how to move as little as possible. Or how can I, as quickly as possible, get in and out of my bag and open and close it. That's just me. It's just how I work. And one pro that I can think of, if I continue with that method of having the front flap down, when I open up the bag, I would be scratching on the back portion of the bag, so the wear and tear will be there. after some time, as opposed to if I had it the right way around. If I started scratching on this portion or the front of the bag, the wear and tear will be on the front. Random things crazy handbag ladies think about. I know. Overall, I would rate this handbag a 10 out of 10, to be honest, for a mini bag. Of course, you have to have reasonable expectations of what it will carry. But in terms of aesthetics, quality, lightweightness, ease of use, versatility, and price point, I can't fault this bag at all. So I would highly recommend it if you're looking for a mini bag. Yeah, beautiful bag. And I don't think I gave enough credit to the craftsmanship. If you have a look at that, the stitching is all absolutely beautiful. The hardware is beautiful as well. I should have done this at the start of the video, but anyway, I'm getting a bit absent-minded in my busy days of motherhood. Yeah, I'm going to move on to some mod shots. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click on that like button for me. It'll help this video spread to more people. If you want to see my next 2 unboxings, both of which are really exciting handbags as well, do turn on notifications, and that way you'll be informed every time I upload a video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!